From the stylish Nike Air Jordan 1 to Drake's solid gold Ovo Cross Air Jordan 10, these are some hyped Air Jordan shoes that sold for insane prices. For starters, there's the Nike Air Jordan 1 High Dior Friends and Family, which cost a cool $15,000. Dior and Air Jordan came together like peanut butter and jelly to create the Dior Air Jordan, the first ever luxurious collab between a high-end Parisian couture house and the legendary sneaker brand. The designer of this haute couture meets streetwear pair of kicks is none other than Kim Jones, the artistic director of Dior Men. The Jordan 1 High silhouette is decked out in Dior's signature gray calfskin leather, a nod to Christian Dior's obsession with the color. The logos of both brands can be found on the Wings logo, tongue label, and outsole graphics to make them extra fancy. But I'm only just getting started when it comes to fancy shoes, because there's also the Air Jordan 10 OVO, which cost a whopping $20,000. For this pair, Jordan teamed up with Drake's OVO label to create the OVO Jordan 10s. Well, when people saw how clean these kicks were, their heads turned so fast that they got whiplash like they were watching a tennis match. The result of this collaboration is a Jordan 10 stripped down to its minimalist essence, losing all those wild colors and crazy branding. But don't be fooled, these shoes still pack a punch with their chunky uppers and low-cut boot look, which looks like it could take you to space and back. The OVO Jordan 10s only come in black and white, but if you look closely, you'll find gold details and flecks splattered across the shoe, giving it a galaxy-like appearance. And if you thought that was impressive, there are even solid gold OVO tints, but those are reserved for Drake himself. Not surprising. Anyways, one of the best things about these shoes is their exclusivity. Unfortunately, there aren't many pairs in existence, as they were originally crafted for a small release at an LA pop-up shop. They might have been restocked a couple of times, but you'll still have to put in some serious effort to get your hands on a pair. But trust me, it's worth it. These Jordans straight up channel the power of the greats, making every bounce feel like you're about to shatter the backboard. Plus, with full leather uppers and OVO detailing, you'll be balling in style. To be honest, it's a win-win situation. Just like buying these next pair of insane sneakers, it's the Nike Air Jordan 3 Retro X Nipsey Hussle Victory Lap. Now, these go for about $25,000, and there's a good reason why. This specific pair is a sweet piece of history. It's a real rarity made to celebrate Nipsey Hussle's first album, Victory Lap, which came out in 2018. Now, we all know what happened to the acclaimed rapper in 2019, but his accomplishments live on. His album even got a Grammy nomination that year, and in 2021, it hit a whopping 100 weeks on the Billboard 200 list. So what makes these shoes so special, you ask? Well, they're inspired by the iconic black cement Jordan 3 design, but with a Nipsey twist. They're mostly black leather with some killer elephant print on the heel and toe, plus Nike Air branding on the heel. And it doesn't stop there. The Victory Lap VL logo is on the medial collar of each shoe. The cherry on top, the outsoles are translucent and have red VL branding. These shoes are a real gem. And the same can also be said for this next pair. I'm talking about the Nike Air Jordan 4 Retro Eminem Carhartt. This pair gets its worth because it's the limited edition collab between Eminem, Jordan Brand, and Carhartt. Back in 2015, Slim Shady worked his magic to create these killer retro Jordan 4 sneakers. They were so exclusive that only M's friends and fam got their hands on them. But they made 10 extra pairs to auction off on eBay for a good cause. The auction for the Eminem x Carhartt Air Jordan 4 Retro shoes raked in a massive $227,000, all to benefit the Marshall Mathers Foundation. And these shoes are special in many ways. First of all, they're ultra coveted. If you're looking for a sneaker that's sleek and simple but still packs a punch, the Eminem x Carhartt Air Jordan 4 is your shoe. It may be black, white, and chrome, but don't be fooled. This sneaker has some serious style. The chrome eyelets and flashes of silver add some shine to the black Carhartt leather upper, while M's iconic hockey mask and backwards E logo make an appearance on the heel. And the details are to die for. Like dual branding from Carhartt and Jordan behind the tongue, Slim Shady records on the insole, and Eminem's branding on the sole. Oh, and did I mention the leather inners? These babies have got it all. Because there's also the Air Jordan Silver shoe. Now, Air Jordan shoes have always been a hit among collectors, but the Air Jordan Silver shoes are on a completely different level. Only the most passionate collectors would have the knowledge on this pair. Do you know how much they sold for? A whopping $60,000 during an eBay auction. Yep, that is the real figure. You could get a really nice car for that amount, or maybe an army of regular sneakers, though these come autographed, so it's no surprise they cost as much as they do. What's amazing is that the shoe's price isn't due to Jordan using them in a game, but rather to their unique design and limited release. The Air Jordan Silver shoes are special because they're made of solid silver, weighing a hefty 10 pounds. And it gets even better. The shoe is autographed by Michael Jordan himself, making it a true collector's item. To add to its exclusivity, this specific shoe was a limited edition made specifically for Michael Jordan's 32nd birthday, commissioned by none other than his wife. She even hired a jeweler to silver mold the shoe, which is a pretty impressive gift to say the least. So, if you're looking to spend tens of thousands of dollars on a pair of shoes, you can consider the Air Jordan Silver shoes. Just make sure to hit the gym before wearing them, or else you might not be able to lift your feet. But that's far from the only hyped Air Jordan shoes, because there's also the Air Jordan 12 OVO. Drake doesn't keep all of his limited edition sneakers. Well, at least not this one. Back in Jan 2014 at the Toronto Raptors game, a lucky fan received a pair of Drake's OVO X Air Jordan 10 sneakers. But surprise, surprise, he cashed them in for a massive payday. The fan sold them on eBay for a massive $100,000. I mean, it's not every day you can make a six-figure profit from simply attending a basketball game. But on a serious note, who wouldn't go crazy over a pair of Air Jordans designed by Drake? The Raptors knew what they were doing when they held Drake Night at the game, with Drake himself introducing the Raptors lineup and performing at halftime. The fan who received the shoes was too small to wear them, but luckily for them, the sneakers turned out to be a winning lottery ticket. The starting price of $300 on eBay quickly skyrocketed, with the shoes reaching the insane price of over $100,000 with shipping in just a few days. It's a good thing the seller decided to close the deal when they did, because that's a lot of cash to be walking around with. There's one other Air Jordan that's just got to be mentioned on this list. Yup, it's the solid gold OVO X Air Jordan 10s. So we all know that Drake has come a long way from being just a sensitive rapper with a mini-fro. He's now a full-fledged business tycoon with his hands in everything, from commercially viable rap to streetwear fashion. I mean, the guy literally owns some of the most precious sneakers on planet Earth, and this wouldn't be possible without his highly coveted Air Jordan collaboration. If you're a die-hard sneakerhead, you probably know that buying a pair of OVO X Air Jordan 10s on eBay could set you back a cool $600. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, because the versions Drake unveiled on Instagram are a one-of-a-kind custom made entirely of solid gold. Now, I did some calculations, and if Drake isn't just pulling our leg about their weight, these golden kicks would have cost him a staggering $1.9 million. And that's not even factoring in how much he paid artist Matthew Senna to make them. Talk about living the high life. I mean, who needs a fancy car or a yacht when you can just strut around in solid gold sneakers, am I right? Though, if we get serious for a minute, these aren't even wearable. Drake's solid gold OVO X Air Jordan 10s are basically a work of art. Can you imagine walking around in shoes made of gold? But you know what they say, being an A-list rapper is all about one-upping the competition. And what better way to do that than by dropping a cool 1.9 mil on a single pair of shoes? So from Drake's solid gold OVO X Air Jordan 10, that's worth is in the millions, to the stylish Nike Air Jordan 1 that cost a whopping $15K. Those were some hyped Air Jordan shoes that sold for insane prices.